Hello everyone, welcome back for another episode. Hope you're all having a good time wherever you are. Today we'll be doing the Johto and Hoenn stars today. Last week we did the Kanto stars and Bulbasaur was only first stage one to make it. Charmeleon and Ivysaur made it, and the final form of Charizard and Venusaur and Blastoise made it. Unfortunately, Charmander couldn't get through, no matter what he did, and neither could Wartortle, and therefore Squirrel's out. Comment below who you think's going to make it this week, and put any suggestions that you would have that would be different. Otherwise, we'll be starting with Meganium, and we'll see how he performs. Alright, let's look at the quick stats before we start. So it's got 80 health, which is pretty good at this point of the game. Fantastic defense, fantastic special defense. Pretty good special attack, pretty good speed, pretty good attack. I think the game is going to do well, even for a pure grass starter. Now just looking at the moveset before we move on to the actual playthrough. He'll have Growl, Poison Power, Razor Leaf and Tackle. Now Poison Power and Tackle will probably be useful against the gym leader, but otherwise the movesets are okay first part of the game. Razor Leaf will be useful for everyone else until the gym leader, but let's move on. Just like last episode, I'll only be going through the fights that it was either a challenge or the Pokemon really had a difficult time going through. The game really didn't struggle until Cherrim, so let's skip straight to Cherrim battle now. So we start out with Poison Power just to try and slowly get the Tepig down. Now I don't believe that Meganium can lose this one because of the high special defense and relatively high enough attack, but we could get burn, we could have a crit given to us, so it's not a free fight as such, like you could get resets on it, but very unlikely. Anyway, easily beat it, going to Purloin, which is no problem. Just a bit of a slog because it's a very slow Pokemon. You know, there's not really any high attacks that I can do. I guess I could have gone up Razor Leaf actually, but I couldn't choose it for some reason. Anyway, time to move on to the gym leader. You might have noticed that the moveset has changed from Growl to Synthesis. Now this is vital to win because we can actually regain health on this one. The Lillipup is no problem because of our tackles, and here we're going to try Razor Leaf, but it's not going to do much damage. I think I was just testing out the crits. But anyway, we'll go just for tackle, and you can see that it's getting really close, but he ends up healing up as we'll try and heal up to out-compete the damage he's performing. And we're just slowly rolling down, and easy victory for Meganium. Now time to move on to Bayleef. It's very similar to Meganium, just 20 difference in every category. The speed could be a bit of an issue, and the attack only being 62 could play a factor in the gym battle, and maybe Cherrim. But we'll see. Let's move on to the move list. As you can quickly glance, it's exactly the same as Meganium. So I expect it to perform very similar, just, you know, a lot slower. But anyway, let's move on. Now just like last time, we we're just going to do Poison Power, and we got Burn. It's not too good, and as you can see last time when I was talking about the burn being a possible reset. Unfortunately, this was a reset. So Cherrim's given us a first knockout, but we'll see if the second one goes through better. So as long as we don't get burned, we probably have won this one, because we're still a high enough level where we won't take too much damage and we can dish out just enough where we can slowly wheel him down. Yep, we've done that, and the Purloin. So this is an instant win. And as you can see, I actually did Razor Leaf on it this time around. Anyway, going on to the gym battle. Now let's get into it. Now we're just going to Razor Leaf for Lillipup and hope it doesn't do too much damage. Yep, just knocked it out. Pansear, it's just going to be another sort of poison power, tackle, and healing up with synthesis. Now it keeps attacking instead of doing work up, which is great for us. But can we handle enough of the attack? You can see that the 20 base less special defense is already playing a factor in us. So it's not going to look well for Chikorita when we get to that. But as you can see, we're about to win, and it's a knockout. So Bayleef easily makes it in. But it does concern me about Chikorita. We'll see how it performs. Now just having a look quickly at Chikorita, you can see that the health has now dropped to 45, 49 attack and 45 speed. Speed means that the monkey is going to outspeed us and possibly do a lot of damage. Special defense is actually still pretty high, so it's going to be able to last through a few battles. But how the attack is going to affect it, we'll have to wait and see in that one. But I don't really have high hopes of Chikorita. But let's just check the moveset quickly. As you can see, it only starts with ground tackle. Now, this isn't really that much of a problem since they'll get Razor Leaf at level 6 and Poison Power at level 9. But it means the early game is a bit of a grind until you get to Cherrim. Anyway, it's very similar to Meganium, so we'll move on and actually just check on how it actually performs. Chikorita didn't really have too much problems until we get to Cherrim, but let's check out the Cherrim fight. Now we could easily lose this one here because of Amber. See how much damage it's doing? The low health is already coming into a factor and we're not doing enough damage. The Cherrim is so random that even though he could have killed us with a couple more Ambers, he chose to do some tackles. Anyway, time to move on to the actual gym leader. I don't have too high hopes of Chikorita, but we'll just try and wheel down the Lillipup. Hopefully it doesn't do enough damage. Oh, that was a nice crit from the Razor Leaf. So we come in nice and healthy with Pansear, but I think he could just simply incinerate us and kill us. But we'll just double check. I missed the poison power. Try to heal up. Try it again. Now, unfortunately, as the battle goes on, we are slowly getting killed and will not be able to heal up enough. Plus the slow speed didn't help. Next attempt, we'll give it another shot and we'll just do the same thing with the Lillipup and just try and wheel it down and just hope that we can do enough damage to Pansear. We're just doing the same sort of thing, but it just still work up, so it's going to do a lot more damage to us. But as we go on, you can see the Incinerate is doing too much damage and we can't heal up enough. Anyway, I'll try a different strat, but we'll just go give it a couple of times and see how it goes. 8 attempts later, I'm trying the struggle strat, and it still doesn't seem to be working. But anyway, I'll just let you sort of watch. You know, just do a couple of razor leaves, and you know, as we go on. Yeah, Chikorita was such a pain. But anyway, struggle, and you can see he's just doing too much damage to Monkey. So unfortunately for those Chikorita fans, Chikorita will not be making it. Anyway, let's go check out the Cynidaquil line. Yeah, it got really good stats. You know, really good speed, 100, 109 special attack, 85 special defense is alright, 84 attack's pretty good. Kind of looks like another Pokemon. Can't quite put it to it. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, the health is pretty alright. At this stage of the game, I think it'll go pretty well for a Mono Fire type. Anyway, let's have a look at the movesets. It's got a lot of first stage moves that probably won't not show up. Gyro Ball probably won't. But I think Amber, Leer, Smokescreen and Tackle will be up. And then later on he learns Quick Attack at level 13. Could be something, you know, replace Tackle, but we'll see. Anyway, other than that, it looks very similar to Charizard. Let's see how it performs. First we got Oshawott. Now, this shouldn't be too much of a hard fight, you know, a couple of tackles, the water gun's not doing too much damage. But you know, Perline will be an easy hit with Amber. And we move on. So first comes out Lillipup, easy kill with Amber. Wow, look how fast it got rid of it. Quick attack. You know, now is probably just the time to spam, you know, one Smokescreen and maybe a couple of quick attacks. And you know, slowly chipping away, it keeps missing water attacks. And yeah, that was pretty easy. So Typhlosion makes it in. Can the other ones make it in? Let's just see. Now the stats are a little bit lower than Typhlosion, but it should still be fairly good, you know, still a reasonable 64 attack, 80 speed, so it should still be able to outspeed the Monkey. 80 special attack, so it should easily still kill the Lillipup in a couple of hits. And the only real weakness is the 58 defense and 58 health, which is pretty low. Checking movesets, doesn't actually start off with Amber, but learns at level 10. So the first couple of fights is just going to be Tackle and Smokescreen. But you know what, it's still going to probably be very similar results, I would say, unless you know, something unexpected happens. But let's see how many attempts it takes to get there. Now, if he just hit something but water guns, it's quite possible that he could take us out. But I don't think that'll happen today because he's kind of random, as you saw a couple of tail whips he used. And you know, we just did a couple of leers and quick attacks. So Sharon wasn't too hard. Alright, well let's check out the gym layer. Now, as you can see, Lillipup's going pretty fast down to Amber. So it's very similar position to Typhlosion. Just got quick attack. But you know what, it's not really going to make that much of a difference. You know, it'll just depend if it hits with a couple of water guns, might lead to a another reset. think I was being a bit overcautious with the free smoke screens, because you can see like the attack, we just attacked it, we probably would have just taken it out. But you never know with these, sometimes they just do one workup, sometimes they do two and then attack. But anyway, that was pretty easy. Now for the biggest challenge coming up. Now just before I get into the stats of Cynidaquil, I'd like to thank Shadow TraitYT for providing the music. She's been an amazing help on this project, and I don't think I would be able to do what I have done without her help. Now Cynidaquil is one of her favourite Pokemon, and I've not changed any natures or anything. I've made no promises if it will make it or not. It's got very similar stats to Charmander. We'll go through it quickly. 39 health, 52 attack, was pretty high, but only 43 defense. 60 special attack was great, but 50 special defense, which could be an issue, and 65 speed, which, as we saw on Charmander, wasn't fast enough to keep up with the monkeys. So will Cynidaquil have the same fate as Charmander? We'll have to wait and see. Let's just quickly check the movesets. Now the movesets are very similar to Typhlosion and Quilava movesets. The thing is, it only just starts with Tackle and Leer, and then gets Smoke Screen at level 6, Amber at level 10, and Quick Attack at level 13. Maybe Quick Attack could be a thing that will change the fight, because it could help with the speed issue. But we'll see if it does enough damage, or suffers the same fate as some of our other previous starters. Now this is really dangerous, this fight. As you can see, a couple of water guns have already put us at 4 health. Luckily it missed that water gun because of the smoke screen, but as you can see, it just took us out. So Cherim could be a bit of a war for a while, but we'll see how the next fight goes. So just decided to just go straight attack, and with Cherim's random movesets, it's kind of funny that way. The funny thing about Purloin is it can actually do water gun, which I was a bit of shock on with Charmander. Anyway, that was an easy fight. Let's move on to the gym leader. So I'm not expecting any miracles here. I know he'll take out Lillipuff in a couple of hits with the Gambas, but with the monkey, I think it's going to be a bit of a war. We've got Quick Attack, and you know what, I'm just going to go out fighting straight out the gate. I'm going to set him up, do a couple here, water gun, just going to go straight for Quick Attack. And whoa, first attempt as well. Huh. Well, I couldn't manipulate anything of that. That's just fair game, made it on its own. Well, I guess Shadow, your Cynidaquil's making it through to the next round. I actually forgot about his hidden ability, Sheer Force, so I didn't end up using it for this run. But if he fails, I will go back and do it again with Sheer Force. Now just looking at his stats, he's got 85 health, which is pretty good. Really good attack of 105. Pretty good defense of 100. Crappy sort of special attack. Okay, special defense of 83 and 78 speed. I think he's easily going to make this one, even without the use of Sheer Force. Now he starts off with Leer, Rage, Scratch and Water Gun. I think the Water Gun's going to be kind of useless on a low special attack, but the Rage could be handy. He learns Bite at level 13, and in this gen it counts as a physical attack. So Bite could be handy maybe to flinch, but let's just see how the run goes. Also note, if we had gone with Sheer Force, Bite would have been around 90 base power and had no flinch. So my mistake of not using Sheer Force, but let's just see how it goes. Because of a high attack, this should be a fairly easy fight. I thought I'd try to do some Rage and try and boost up, because if you know with Rage, if you get hit, your actual attack goes up for Rage. Going in about Gen 3, they have a Rage counter, but you know, it was still a successful battle. Decided to do a couple of years and then just go to Rage, thinking that the Rage power will help with the next fight with the monkey. Now, as you can see, the Lillipuff didn't do too much damage, and I'll get the chance to learn Bite. Now, I decided to replace Scratch with it since it's slightly higher damage and it's got a flinch chance. And I should be able to still outspeed the monkey. But anyway, I'm just going for Rage at the moment and just hoping I can do enough damage. And easily does. 105 attack really helped there. Anyway, so Feraligatr easily makes it in. Now we go to Croconaw and let's see how he goes. Now let's look at his stats. Now 65 health is okay, 80 attack and 80 defense is really good at this part of the game. 58 speed is lower than the monkey, so that could be a problem. 59 special attack means water gun's practically useless, and 63 special defense, which is alright, means he'll take a couple more hits. Alright, let's look at the movesets. Now looking at his movesets, he starts off with Leer, Scratch and Water Gun, learns Rage at level 8 and Bite at level 13. So very similar to Croconaw. I don't think it really matters if it starts with Rage or not, because the early fights are fairly easy. You just Scratch and Leer and easily get through. Anyway, let's just check out the run. So I also forgot our Sheer Force for Croconaw. I'll make sure to change it when we go to the second gym, since I don't think, you know, the ability True On really helps, you know, power up water attacks when your health is low. Anyway, easily beats Charon and moves on to the gym leader. Now with this one, I'll just go the same strat, you know, a Leer and then just a couple of Rages and just hope I can do enough damage for the monkey. You know, as you can see, the Rage count is going up. I have a lot less health than I did with the Feraligatr, but Croconaw should be alright, I think, and he gets wiped here. Alright, well let's give it another shot. 9 attempts later, I get this run. Now I wish I'd used Sheer Force. Probably would have made this one a lot easier to get through. But anyway, as you can see, we're just doing Rage and just hoping we can build up and it doesn't use too many workups. We do Bite again, but you know, our speed's pretty low as well, especially compared to Feraligatr. Anyway, a couple of Rages and I'm just hoping for either a crit, and we won. Oh boy, that was hard. Alright, time to move on to Totodile. And hopefully I remember our Sheer Force. Now just looking at his stats, he's got 50 health, which is fairly standard for first stage starter. Bit low. 65 attack, which is great. 64 defense, which is good, but only 43 speed, 48 special defense, and 44 special attack. So he's a bit of a glass cannon, and unfortunately he doesn't move fast. So let's see how it'll go. Let's just quickly check his movesets. Essentially very similar. Leer, Scratch, learns Water Gun, at level 6, Rage at level 8, and Bite at level 13. So it's going to be very similar to Croconaw and Feraligatr. But let's see how it performs. By the way, I do remember our Sheer Force for Totodile, and I think that does make a difference here. Anyway, let's just see. Now I'm just hoping that his random movesets will mean that this will be a fairly easy fight. If he just goes straight for Vine Whip the whole time, we could really lose. I'm going Rage as well to try and boost up the power, and it seems to work pretty well. Okay, time to look at the gym leader. Can we actually get past this? Now the only move that will be affected by Sheer Force will be Bite, so hopefully that's not really going to be a massive problem, but as you can see we've got very low health and not really expecting to win this first round. Yeah, the little puff did too much damage, and so Pensei went for a kill. Let's see how many attempts it actually takes. 5 attempts in, we get this one, which is pretty cool, that we end up winning. But we end up just doing a couple of years, and luckily he goes for work up, and we get a crit right there, making it so easy to get through him without any loss of health, which is vitally important when you've got very low health. And we just get Bite, and as you can see the amount of damage that Bite's doing, you can see Sheer Force coming into play. Anyway, Totodile makes it through. So let's move on to the Gem 3 starters and see how they perform. We have Sceptile. Now, Sceptile's got incredible speed, 120. So not really many things are going to outspeed it. In fact, its special ability is if it loses an item, it gains extra speed. I didn't bother putting that hidden ability on just because of the outrageous speed it already has. 105 special attack was really good. 85 special defense, which will be great. 70 health, which okay, and 85 attack. I think Sceptile is going to do pretty well at this point, and he's a minor grass. Let's look at the moveset. Absorb, Leer, Night Slash, Pound, Quick Attack. Well, it'll probably not have Night Slash, so Quick Attack, Pound, Leer, Absorb would be good if he had better, attacks other than Absorb, but I think he'll still do okay. Let's move on to the run. Jerome to be that much of a problem, third stage starter versus the first stage, even with the type advantage. And as we can see, he easily mops the floor. Time to look at the gym leader. I didn't really save this in the last one with the Bayleef or with the Venusaur line, but I equipped berries on all the Pokemon going through here. But the thing is that Panzer actually uses Incinerate and actually burns the berry every time, so you can't really get healing off the berry. Anyway, he mops the floor as expected, really not much of a problem. But the second stage starter, well, he actually stand a chance. Well, let's go and see. Let's look at Grovyle. As you can see, the health is actually equivalent to some of the first stage starters. Defense is pretty low, but his attack is, 65, it'll be good. 85 special attack, and he's got an incredible 95 speed. 65 special defense, so he should be alright. Let's just, the movesets are very similar to Sceptile, so I probably won't go much into detail here. Now Grovyle is a bit more of a glass cannon than Sceptile. It shouldn't be a problem as long as we don't get burned, a couple of years, a couple of pounds, and the absorb just heal up with Purloin. Anyway, let's move on to the gym layer. Actually, Grovyle has a better special attack than attack, but the only problem is his special attack's absorb, which is only a very weak 20 base power, I believe, that heals you. Completely useless against pens here, but hopefully we can get enough leers and just no. Okay, how many attempts is this going to take? Attempt number 8. Yeah, we kept failing on several of them. We kept trying different leers, do pound, do quick attacks. We're about on the stage of ready to do struggle strats, but yeah, we'll get this run. Just watch, he does a couple of workups. I'm getting nervous here because, yeah, look at that. Fast speed, and then he throws in the towel by going over workup. Huh. Crazy AI sometimes. Anyway, Grovyle makes it after hard fought battle. Time to move on to Treecko. Now looking at Treecko's stats, you can see it's a bit of a glass cannon. Really high special attack, really high speed, even for a first stage starter. But we've got, 40 HP, which is pretty low. Only 55 special defense, which is fairly good for a first stage. But 35 defense, man, it's going to struggle against the regular normal types on this run. But anyway, let's look over to the moveset. So it just starts out with Leer and Pound, and realise that it's got a low attack, so it's going to be a pain to get through in the early part, and then Absorb's going to help. But yeah, I don't know how this is going to go against the gym leader. But anyway, we'll if it even makes it the gym leader. Anyway, let's go forward and check. It's a bit of a grind to get to this point. But now that we're up here, I'm just going to be using Leer and just try and get it down because of his abysmal attack. So you can see even with the Leers, oh, that was a nice crit in time. And we'll just absorb on this one because we've got a really good special attack. Easy win. Alright, let's check on the next one. Now this is going to be an interesting fight. I'll just be trying to use a couple of Leers on the Lillipup and just hope that it can take it down. And I'm just going to do the same strat in the pen, and just hope that he just keeps going for workup and I can just set up and take it out as we go on. Oh, so close. So I know there's actual chance on this one. So I'm going to keep trying a couple more attempts. Alright, attempt number 6. So the other attempts didn't really go much different than the first one. So we'll just keep trying. Same sort of tactics, just pound and just Leer. and just hope we don't take too much damage from the Lillipup, and we'll just see what the pen say if it will just be stuck with workup. Yeah, this is interesting. It's making me sort of think about some of the other ones like Wartortle, if it'll still do that. Anyway, Treecko makes it through, so surprisingly we've got another one on the list. Alright, let's check on Blaziken. Looking at the stats, we got fairly good HP, really good speed at this part of the game. Special defense is kind of for a final stage scar, same with the defense, but awesome attack, 120, and really good special attack. So this is going to be a really good mix attacker. The thing is, he's also got speed boost, which you'll see soon. Looking at the moveset, we start off with Amber, Growl, Scratch, and Focus Energy. Unfortunately, Fire Punch and High Jump Kick I would love, but what do you do? Anyway, let's move on. Of course, Blaziken had no trouble until this point, and as you'll see the special ability Speed Boost going in every turn, meaning that he's almost never going to have problems outspeeding things, you know, except for maybe the first turn. Anyway, easy Charon fight. Let's move on to the gym leader. I don't expect this one to be too much of a hard fight. You know, a couple of Ambers on the Lillipup, and then I'll just end up using nothing but Scratch and just sort of see if I can get through. I did use Focus Energy just then, just to boost up my crits, but really they weren't that necessary. Anyway, easy fight and Blaziken moves on. Time to check out Combusken. Funny thing about Combusken, unlike Blaziken, it feels a lot more balanced, even with the lower, you know, every tail based stats. You know, defense, special defense is pretty low. Speed's 55, but remember it has the ability speed boost, so it won't be slow for long. I think it's going to do pretty well with 85 attack, and you know, the special defense isn't too bad. Moving on to the moveset, it's pretty much the same as Blaziken. You know, Amber, Focus Energy, Growl, Scratch, and you know, unfortunately he learns double kick at 16. Anyway, let's move on to the playthrough. Don't expect Charon to be much of a problem. We'll just use Focus Energy and then just go straight for Scratch, and I think this is going to be an easy one. You know, he has Berry unfortunately and heals up, but as you can see, you know, we outspeed it, go a few crits, and the fur line goes down pretty easy too. Time to move on. Now we're just going to do a couple Focus Energies, do Ambers on the Lillipup, and then move on to Scratch and see if it works. So far it's going pretty well with the Lillipup. Wasn't really expecting too much of a problem, but hopefully here, you know, we won't get too many water guns. Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be. The skill buffs and makes it in. Now let's move on to Torchic, which I think could possibly be a fail. I will show you why in a sec. So now we come to Torchic, and as you can see, he's got 50 health, which is alright for a first stage. Pretty good attack, 65. Pretty good defense, 64. Speed's a bit slow, 43, but speed boost will help. And special defense is only 48, and special attack's 44. Looking at the moveset, so it just gets Growl and Scratch at the start, gets Focus Energy at level 7, Amber at level 10. So it's going to be very similar to Combusken and to Blaziken, but the weaker stats could play a factor. normally I only go straight to Cherrim because most of the other trainers don't hold any problems, and I actually didn't end up recording it. The junior trainer Jimmy actually got me a reset here, and unfortunately it isn't just one attempt, so I'll just show you this one. So you can see he's going to lead here. I've got the speed boost, so I thought, well, you know, it's going to be a forgettable battle again. This is after losing the first time, so I'm a bit more cautious. But yeah, Torchic's low defense is really coming in. Yeah. I thought the defense would have been high enough to, you know, last it, but yeah, clearly this train is a bit more a tough nut to crack than anything. Now come the 5th attempt. This is after 4 times of fainting to him. Now I have to give it to him. I decided to start using Growl to try and, you know, lower its attack so Torchic could have a bit more time to try and get a few more scratches in. But even still, like, as you can see, this is not a, you know, like necessarily an easy battle. Luckily he did 2 years in a row and I won. So time to move on to Cherrim. Now after that Jimmy fight, I'm not really expecting this one to be that easy either. As you can see, the low special defense is really playing a factor. 3 shots, it just shows nothing but water gun. This could take a few tries. After another reset, so this is the 3rd attempt, I go for it and I just hope that he doesn't choose anything good. Well, I got the crit there, so that helped. And I'm just hoping I can do enough damage. Ah, crit. See, focus energy really helps here because it increases the chances of getting crits. But anyway, time to move on to the gym leader. Now, this one should be pretty interesting. I don't really have high hopes for Torchic, even with the focus energy. We'll see how this first attempt goes. You know, Lillipuff, I'm on full health, so shouldn't, you know, be impossible. But you know, just hope he chooses nothing. Yeah, let's see how many attempts this is going to be. So I tried 10 more times to try and get this to work without going to struggle, and honestly this was such a pain. I ended up going to struggle strats to try and see if it can go. Anyway, we'll skip to the struggle one. After another 10 attempts, oh, this is 11 attempts, I got so close every time. I kept going, well, maybe just. So we'll see how this goes. If it doesn't work, I'm honestly just giving up here and going to put him in the fail one like Charmander. But, you know, yeah. Fortunately, he doesn't get through. And I tried everything with Torchic. Just his defense is just not there. Anyway, time to go to Swampert. Now, I haven't been talking about dual types. Even though Blaziken is a fire fighting, the whole entire Bulbasaur line is poison grass. Charizard's fire flying hasn't really come into a factor in these runs yet, but this one is groundwater. Now remember, the rival gets a grass starter and so is the gym leader, so it means it's 4 times weak, not just 2 times weak, but 4 times weak. So looking at the stats, we got a really incredible 100 HP, really good 110 attack, good defense, good special defense of 90, and an absolute speed of 60, which means he'll be slower than the gym leader. 85 special attack is alright. But you know, we'll have to just look at the moveset quickly. Starts off with Growl, Mud Slap, Tackle and Water Gun. Now if you can see here, Tackle is 50 base power, so the same as Struggle, so I will not be bothering to try to Struggle strat here. But I don't think, you know, it's going to do that great. Hopefully he can beat the gym leader, hopefully, but it's just going to take a lot of luck. And you know, the 110 attack should help. Hopefully he can survive a couple, you know, Vine Whips. But let's just see how the run goes. So let's get to the Cherrim Battle, and I'm just going to go Tackle. Oh, look how low Tackle does versus how much his Vine Whip does. And you're talking like 2 stages above. Anyway, we get through Cherrim, we go straight to the gym leader. Now Lillipuff won't do much to us. We'll just do a couple of water guns and just try and kill it quickly. But you know, I am fearful of the monkey. One work up and one, you know, Vine Whip will probably, oh, 2 Vine Whips. But we'll see how many attempts this takes. I'm not expecting, you know, great results. 9 resets in, you know, I try this attempt here just before I go to Struggle. I know I said I shouldn't even bother with Struggle, and to be honest, Struggle doesn't really change the results here. But as you can see, he's just done too much damage. It just went straight attack there. Anyway, I won't even bother showing the Struggle area. Tried everything with Swampert, but the abysmal moveset and the 4 times weakness just made it almost impossible to get through this one. Maybe if you got really lucky and went for 3 workups and you got a couple crits, but honestly I, you know, gave it quite a lot of tries, and I think at this point it's just better give up. Anyway, let's go onto the leaderboard and see who made it. So as you can see, unfortunately Chikorita didn't make it, Torchic didn't make it, and the whole entire Mudkip line didn't make it. This is the first time we're seeing the whole entire line not make it. Unfortunately, the, you know, really bad movesets that give water types at this stage of the game and the 4 times weakness just made it impossible. Anyway, with the next episode, I'm going to be doing the Gen 4 and Gen 5 starters. So it should be interesting to see how they perform. Comment below who you think is going to make it and what strategies you would, you know, employ, if any. You know, I think Amber will probably all make it. I think Samurott is going to probably make it, but Ottawa won't. I think the monkey, I think these 2 will make it, but he won't. And I think he will make it here. And Polio will definitely make it, but Pimpler, maybe not. And definitely the Grass Star of Gen 5 will definitely make it. Anyway guys, special thanks to Shadow TraitYT for providing the music. Thank you Speed and SteveMPlays for helping me get into streaming. And thank you GS Pokemon Challenges for giving me, you know, the ideas of doing minimum battles but making it for Gen 5. Alright guys, have a great night.